Hello, good evening. So, today's live actually was requested by many of you where we wanted to know the journey of one of our cohort members, David, who is deep diving into carpentry and learning more about designing. So, the post we did about his journey got the most interactions, and people were curious to know how he's going, what all he's doing. So we've convinced him to come live with us because this is the first time he's doing a live session. Okay, there he
Hi.
is. Hi, David. Okay. So before we start the conversation with David, let me just give a brief introduction about what a CoVersity journey is, especially for people who are joining us for the first time. CoVersity is a journey for the youth who are between 13 to 21, where they co-create their professional journey along with cohort by doing industry-specific work, deep diving into their one or multiple domains, and discovering their interests and growing professionally in it. Uh, and today we have one of our cohort members who is David, who was a homeschooler, and he's now part of the CoVersity journey. And so, yes, David, hi, how are you doing? How is it going at CoVersity for you?
Yeah, I'm doing good and everything is going fine.
David is usually, this is the first time he's doing a live, so we are very happy because a lot of people requested, they wanted to know what you are doing, what has the progress been. So, yes, we want to know more from you. So, as we start the conversation, David, let's kind of do a bit of time travel. Let's go back in time, and I want to see your transition from being a homeschooler and when you kind of, came to the CoVersity journey. So kind of see how those things were for you. Like when you were a homeschooler, how were you doing things? And now when you're part of a CoVersity journey, the process, what all has changed? Maybe do you want to share that with our audience today?
Yeah, actually, before joining CoVersity, I was just doing some open learning. I just choose this NOS thing and I was just doing my exams in that. But after joining CoVersity, I started getting new friends, especially and in lockdown times and all, I was not having any interaction between my friends. So my friendship is gone in that way itself. So and yeah, I always used to wake up after 10 only in home. Now I'm waking up at 6 after joining CoVersity. So that's one of the big difference I see.
Right, right.
And yeah. And I'm just taking care of my health by doing some fitness, things, stuff like that. Uh, Learning some, how to say that, yeah, learning some useful things and having fun with my code buddies.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
suddenly, beyond learning, you're saying there's now fitness that you are looking into. There's a lot of self-development aspect, like public speaking. You guys are looking at how to do research. All that has come into play. And maybe you want to share a bit more into how you are deep diving into your interest area. Like, how did you choose that? I want to think of designing carpentry, and how much of a difference has this whole journey, has this solid process done to your exploration? Maybe start from there. How did you think that I want to do carpentry or designing, and how does this process help you?
Oh yeah, but actually my designing part started from my young age. I mean, like when I was studying fifth or fourth standard. If you see my notebooks, means all the last page will be full of some scribbling things, but there will be nothing in the notebook, but full of like the scribbling things will be there. So from there, I found that I'm having the interest in all this designing part and something. Actually, I didn't find my father got to know that okay, I'm talented in this. So from there, where I started doing some small designs. I mean, like just now I started after joining CoVersity, And about my carpentry thing is, I have a subject known as carpentry in my school itself. It's like half an hour. They used to give a schedule and people used to go and do carpentry thing in my school. So, like in the total school, the carpentry teacher is one of the kindest person I've seen. So I love him. So I started loving carpentry also. Why I started liking carpentry.
Right.
And yeah, I'm getting more ideas and other stuff I'm doing in carpentry now.
Right. But take us through in terms of now what, okay, you started in June, end of June. In the last 2 months now, from June to August, what all have you been doing in carpentry, which, what are the different aspects? Like start from June and come to August. Like what are the things, how did you start? What was the initial discomfort and now where you are in the journey?
Yeah, actually, then in the starting period, I was like just doing some small, like how to say, just some doing some small bookshelves. That was my first project. Aditi told me to do some campus neat things, so I made a bookshelf and I made some soap stands. And yeah, that was my thing which I was doing in the beginning. After that, I took up another project like building something with a coconut shell. I mean, like a bookshelf in coconut shell. So that's the project I'm doing now. In the beginning and all, I was just doing some small projects like soap trays, and I did have one bookshelf, but it's not here now. It's in the dry toilet.
Okay, okay. So can you show any of your products that you kind of worked on in the last few months?
Mm-hmm.
And take us through like this from the start to end. How was David? What was David going through when he was, when he started creating this and after it was finished? Like, yeah, maybe you can show the product and tell us how was the experience of the whole process.
Yeah. Like this thing I made when I came here for the first. I mean, like after the boot camp, I started doing this.
Okay.
So this is one thing. This is a soap tray. So I didn't design anything for this. I just made it as it is. I didn't plan anything like this or like that. I just saw this stuff, so I just did. At that moment, I got some design. So using that designs, I made this one.
Okay. Okay. So you just saw it on the internet? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't saw them on the internet. I didn't do any. I didn't fix that. I need to do this soap tray.
Okay.
I just went and saw what can I do. So by seeing that, I got an idea. Why can't we make a soap tray? So I just looked out for stuff. So I got this bamboo thing and the small thing down. So I just made a design in 2 minutes and I started doing that.
Okay, okay. And then now after this first project, now how has the whole thing changed? Like, are you doing some research? You're talking to people. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah. So I got a challenging part of like doing a bookshelf in coconuts. So first it was very difficult. So I was like asking many people like telling me some ideas. I was interacting with my guide and he was also telling me some ideas. And after a few days, I thought that I was very good in cutting the coconut things. But again, where I got stuck is like making the clamp for them. Like my client wanted to fix it on her table without damaging it, like not screwing or nailing it. So that part was really challenging for me. So I started researching on the C clamps and other U clamps. Like how can we able to keep the thing without damaging the table or other part where we need to fix it. So yeah, I'm just looking like that only. Like without damaging a thing, we need to fix it on the wall or on the table somewhere.
Right, right. And when you were like during that whole process of struggle, when you were, not getting it and to finally arrive at some understanding or conclusion, how does that feel? To figure everything out by yourself. I mean, of course, you're asking people and all, but you have to decide how you're progressing, right? So how does that process feel?
Actually, I didn't get you. Can you repeat it?
Sorry.
I didn't get you.
So I'm saying, when when you first start out, you don't have any idea about how you will do things, right? And slowly you're picking up things. You're picking up, you're first understanding a few things. Some more skills get added, then some more understanding has come. So I want to know, how does David feel through that process? Like, how has that journey been? Like, when you didn't know and now you have some understanding. So that struggle, and how did was there any help from cohort or from guides? Maybe share about that.
Yeah. So in the starting period, as I told you, it was very tough to figure out what to do with the coconut thing. So I was like just seeing some videos. I mean, like there was no video like common video like made bookshelf in coconuts, but there are other stuffs were there. And so I learned how to cut the coconut properly. So in the beginning, without seeing any videos or researching about it, I was just breaking 2 to 3 coconuts without doing anything. And I started to do some research, and I just asked some idea to my guide. So he gave me some tips and tricks. So I just used it. And my cohort buddies also told me to. They also gave me some lots of ideas, but I felt that will not help me, and that was like next level. So I was not on that level. So when I was in the beginning level, I felt that will not suit me. So I slowly started watching YouTube videos and other carpentry, I mean like other coconut stuff. And slowly I started to cut one more. And slowly I got, how to say, like, yeah, finally I reached my goal, like slowly by cutting it.
Sure. And
But sometimes sometimes when I keep on dropping and breaking the coconuts, I feel like very getting angry. But at that time, I used to stop and go. That's the one thing I do, or I'll do other work.
right.
So because
Yeah.
the reason because I'm getting angry, they're very sensitive. The coconuts are like, you should not give more pressure on them. If you give means they'll start cracking. So that was a very challenging part for me. So I need to fix them in the proper. I need to tighten in the proper way and need to cut them.
Right,
Yeah,
right. So somewhere it's understanding carpentry and also doing some anger management by the state, right?
yeah.
Okay. So what? It's been 2 months now, and how was it when you first joined? When when you started? Are you feeling comfortable now with this whole rigor? Like, every day you guys are doing something or the other. When you're by yourself, no, some days if you feel today I'm not in the mood, you can skip. But here you're with a cohort, and you guys are holding each other responsible. So that continuous rigor and doing, constant doing, how does that feel to you?
In the beginning period, like it was like little uncomfortable only. I was like homesick, and days go on. I started adapting to the place, to the nature, yeah. And with a new person, so I was like that only. I was like just shaking my head, nodding my head, and I was like doing like that. But days goes on, started speaking. I started speaking with my cohort buddies, and they also started speaking with me lots of things. Just they shared what they like doing, and I shared what I like. So we're just getting into a, how to say, like a family, something like that.
Nice, nice, nice. And so this whole bookshelf project is about, you're doing it for a client, like someone who is from the community,
Mm.
right? So in a way,
Yes, yes.
one part is you're learning about the whole understanding of carpentry, but on the other side, you're also kind of understanding how you connect with the client, how do you get the brief, understand their requirements, and that. So tell me more about that, because I know you're a man of few words. You like doing your stuff, but this need of a project is to also speak to people, a client. So tell us about that. How did you go about speaking to your client, and the whole communication with the client?
So actually, I didn't go speak with her. She wanted to come and told that I want a thing like this in my cafe. So we both started planning, and she told what all requirements she needed. So I shared my ideas, and she also shared her ideas. So like yeah, slowly I'm doing a design also and my design also together. So we
Mm.
just got 5 to 7 designs. Few was designed by her and few was designed by me.
Mm.
And yeah, for till now I just made 3 designs. I mean I complete 3 designs.
Right. And how about how did you go about deciding on the timelines? Were there any timelines involved? Like we have to, look at uh, achieving this by this date or something around that. That was a requirement.
Yeah, I usually used to put some schedule thing like I need to finish this thing in this few days. But problem is like I will be going very properly in that thing the road. But what happens is sometimes like take diversion. Sometimes it will be like some problem will be coming there. Like
Mm.
last time I broke my coconut shell, so
Right.
I totally lost my pathway.
Right.
So like the challenge was like how to say. It was like um, yeah, I was going in a proper road because of the broken coconut shell. I need to take a diversion and I need to take more time to fix it. That's like that
Mm.
only. I will fix my time from if I start this day means I have to finish it in 2 days means it will go perfectly. But if some problems like breaking things comes means it will take some more extra 1 day.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
And are
like
you
that problem I'll
discussing
face.
this with your client? Like, you need some more time and all those things. How that planning and all you're discussing with your client?
Actually, no, she's very busy.
Client is also busy, so you have
Yeah,
enough time on your hands.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
So I feel free and I can do whenever I want. So that made me a nice day, a
Nice,
nice time.
nice, nice. Okay. And tell us a bit about what are you doing in designing? What are things you're looking at in designing?
So I started with graphic designing. So as a beginning level, I was doing some sketches in the notebooks, like recreating official logos. For example, I recreated Adidas logo and I recreated John Deere and like some official logos. But after a few days, I felt doing this thing in a notebook will be not moving me to the next level. So I thought we should move to a next level, like sketching on a screen. So I'm just looking into options. Like my code buddy suggested me a Creta. That's an app to for a beginner who can do some designing in that. But I feel a little uncomfortable in that app. So I'm just figuring out what app will be suiting for me. And yeah, so far I just stopped my designing part for now.
Okay, okay. And tell us at what point, kind of share with us an experience where you felt you're pushing out of your comfort zone. What were those moments where you felt I'm really pushing out of my comfort zone? And after that thing is done, how does it feel?
Uh, can you repeat it?
Where did you feel that, hey, I'm really being tested, I'm being pushed out of my comfort zone now? At what point, what were those instances? Like, at what point in your journey you thought, this is really uncomfortable for me? And how that whole, like, how did you get comfortable doing that particular thing?
So yeah, in the beginning when I joined this community like our CoVersity, like like the daycare. I mean like taking campus care and other things like that. I was like like lunch cleanup, dinner cleanup. In that and all, I was like uncomfortable because I'm not a person who used to do that things and all. So that
Hmm.
was little uncomfortable for me in the beginning. So I don't know anything. I don't know how to broom. I don't know how to mop. I don't know how to
Hmm.
take at the campus. First of all, yeah.
Hmm.
Slowly I learned everything, and I now I'm used to do it. Like if I go home also, if my mother asks me any help also, I can do it confidently. I'm like I can't say I don't know. I can't do it. Yeah. So that
Right,
helped me
right,
from that.
right. Okay. Um, and like tell us something about how are guides, what role do guides play in your exploration?
Uh, mm,
Are they telling
well,
you,
I'm not having a.
do that? Are they giving you everything on your hand, or they come in when you ask them? Like, tell us, where do they come in? As in,
Actually, I don't have lots of word with my guide because he's also busy. Whenever I call, he'll be busy.
okay,
So you will call me when he is free. So that time I will share what all I did in the past days or week, and he will tell something which I can do next. Yeah, like that. I will be sharing what my thoughts, and he will be sharing his thoughts. Like that. Yeah, we're not having lots of
right,
time to discuss. I mean, like
right,
he's not
and
having lots of time.
right. And so there's also a guide on campus, right? You have Aditi, Ratne. So where do they come in? As in, when you're doing, what is their role in your whole exploration?
Like they will come and scold me when I sit without doing any work. They'll push me to do some work. Don't sit simply. Don't chit chat. Do this thing.
Right,
Especially
right,
Aditi do that role. Ratnesh will be like asking what level you are in. Do you want any help? Like that he used to do.
right, right. Mm.
And another
Okay, but
guide I'm having inside the campus is VP. I'm
right,
having another guide is VP. He's a
right.
nice person. He used to give me lots of ideas.
Nice, nice. Okay, and we've spoken a lot about work and all your intense doing. Tell us about also the fun you guys are having.
Okay, fun. Yeah, we'll be like so we'll be in a day we'll be meeting 2 times. So we'll be like this few minutes we'll be discussing about day, like how did it went, what all we did, the struggles and the plus points we have on that day, and we'll be just joking ourselves and do some small jokes. We'll be chit chatting and yeah, that's the fun we have, and we'll be playing sports and something like that. We'll be playing board games like that. Yeah.
You guys also made a film, short film.
Ah, so whenever we have time, we'll be like speaking some funny things and we like just do time pass.
Right, right. Okay, so now let's kind of switch and look at the whole self-development aspect. Like, what all have you guys done so far, and what difference do you see in yourself? Like, one is your understanding carpentry, a bit of designing, but what are the changes you see at your personal level, at your personality level?
I think uh, I don't know what to say for this. Um, Maybe like yeah, after my school days, I stopped carpentry. Now I started again. Yeah, slowly I'm just
Okay.
learning everything from that. Like in the beginning, I was doing some mistakes like while cutting the things, the wood or the coconut shells. I started scratching myself while using the saw. So now I'm slowly improving my thing while doing the self development thing. Yeah. So day by day, I'm
Right.
just improving my skills.
Skills and also at a level that I know initially you would take your time to open up, talk to people, and now I see a lot of difference in the David I'm seeing now as to like you're more comfortable, at least from where you started. So I feel that's a huge leap that you've taken at a personal level, also doing this live. So I know you guys did something on public speaking. So how was that experience?
Yeah. So I'm not a person who speak a lot. So I don't like this speaking thing and all. So I was like regretting it. We don't want to do this. So they were like pushing me. Can just give it a try. So I just
Right.
did some blabbering and I just did something in that. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, but I guess the whole uh, thing with speaking or anything expressing is more to do like you don't have to speak a lot. You don't have to be an extrovert, but where there is a need when it comes to your clients or when it comes to you communicating with in the professional world, that time you should be able to speak. So at CoVersity, we are not saying one has to be an extrovert, very socially, be able to mingle. All sorts of people are welcome. But the idea is to also open ourselves up, sometimes get out of our comfort zone and, expand the way we look at things. So that's where the whole self-development aspect comes through. I think we've kind of covered a lot of things. Any other things you want to showcase in terms of what you've done as part of carpentry, or have we shown everything that we have?
Yeah, maybe I can show a few more steps.
Yes, please show. And also
Yeah.
talk about how you did that.
So like this was the first design which I made, and as I told you, this part was broken. When I was working, I accidentally dropped it. So I made this one yesterday. So you see like this.
Yes, hold it like that for some time so it's stable.
Like this.
Okay. So this is a bookshelf made using coconut shells, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and
yes.
And this part is like we can keep it in any table. Like we can fix it like this. So it will like hold like this. So it will not damage the table. We not need to screw or put nail inside, and it will be like not damage the table without thing we are using.
Okay.
And this is one more bookshelf. Yes.
Okay.
So I made it like this thing. It should be screwed only. I don't have any idea for this. So I'm just looking some ideas for this. Maybe I can change them again like them. Yeah. So if we screw them in, it will be holding like this, and we can keep the bookshelf and some stationery items inside this.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, this one is also made.
Okay. This is like a vertical version.
Yeah. Nice. And this is also I just made the same thing, same clamp like this here.
Okay. Okay.
And also we can just keep it like this, and we can hold. Yeah. Like we hold on the wall, the thing, small thing. Yes.
Right. Right.
Yeah. That's all I have now. Like I just bought the main things which I made. Others are than the mottos.
Right, right. So, David, I know we did one post with your with the blog of your journey, and where Ratnesh asked you, "Are you enjoying your struggles when you were not finding this clamp thing?" Right? So how did you finally crack the clamp thing?
Yeah, he was like every day he used to give me clue, but I can't able to find. I was like telling him, tell me the answer. I can't able to find it. You tell me, find yourself. So one time I don't know what to do. I was like sitting and thinking. He directly came to the mud house. What situation are you in? He asked me. I said, yeah, I'm just thinking what you said about the clan thing. He started giving me more clues. That finally I found that. So he's talking about this one day. So it said good. So work on it and get some ideas about it. He told and he went. So by that only I started this map. I give full credits to Ratnesh only for this. For this I give full credits to Ratnesh.
No,
because
it's you.
Without this help, I would not able to do this.
Right. No, but you just proved it was you who kind of, went deeper and kind of, got there. So in a way, that's where guides come in on a CoVersity journey. They're not going to offer you anything on a platter. This is how it's to be done. They will keep nudging you, deeper and deeper, where you discover the answers yourself. Okay, David, I think that was pretty cool. Lot of things we got to see. Now, before we kind of end the conversation, we have a workathon coming up on Monday, starting Monday, and I know you were part of the boot camp. So maybe you want to share about how that experience has helped you decide for a CoVersity journey, and what was the overall experience like?
Yeah, well, like the place itself, a different place. It's like a new place for people. So the environment and the nature is like nice being here, and also like like it's so different from the school and from here. Open learning is like very different, and especially in this CoVersity, we are doing in the next level. So I feel like that. In home, we're just doing the same thing what we did in the school, and in this place, we're just doing what we like and making it into from passion to making it to profession. So I think it will help us in this. Yeah, CoVersity helps us in this thing, making passion to profession.
Super, super. We have a lot of fans for David. Okay, like Sanjay has said, nice, great to see all your work. Listen to you. All the best, David. So Sanjay has wished you all the best. And we have many others who've been requesting to, hear from you. So I'm glad you pushed a bit and agreed to do this live. I know we were postponing a bit here, there, delaying, scheduling, rescheduling. So finally, we are done with the live. How does it feel now?
And I feel relief now.
Okay, wonderful. But definitely, we want to see pictures of all the bookshelves with books on it and all those things. So we are going to do. So people who are watching us, we will do a solid post once again to show what all David has done so far in carpentry. And we have a workathon which is specially for unschoolers, homeschoolers. It's a great exposure camp to connect with peers and do a lot of work. So if you're anywhere near Bangalore, Chennai, just join us for this workathon and see the transformation yourself. Thank you, David.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us your time and giving us all the cool stuff you've done. We'll see you around. Okay. Bye.
Bye.